Dave made this beat.
Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 143. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy back in the building. What's going on, Slackers?
What's good? Another Tuesday. We are happy to be here with all of our Slac family. And as we're checking in, we do want to take a moment to say that our thoughts and prayers are with the families and the victims of the senseless shooting earlier today, and then also last week in Buffalo. It is a crazy world out there, but just as we always like to say, it's never a bad time to tell your loved ones how you feel and hug them a little bit closer. And definitely our thoughts are with those out there. So didn't want to start on too much of a downer, but definitely wanted to get that out there. And, this is part of our escape. This is what we love to do. We definitely like to talk sports with our friends and family. So hopefully we can have a great show. So with that being said, Strizzy, what's good with you?
Not much, man. I'm glad you brought that up. It is extremely unfortunate, but like I said, man, tell your family, your loved ones that you love them, because you never know when it might be your last or theirs. So aside from that, man, I'm doing good. Family's good. Yvonne graduates 8th grade this Thursday, so that's crazy. She's going to high school next year.
Big time.
I know, right? Hell crazy. But aside from that, man, what's up with you?
Nothing much. Actually, yeah, it's definitely graduation season. Nephew graduated too, so that's what's up. So shout out to all the kids moving up in the academic world. And also shout out to our slackers, some friends and family coming in. Pops, good evening. Unc, hello, and moms in the building as well. So, all right, it's almost time for us to jump into our first topic. We know we got a lot of stuff going on too, and our big thing is NBA. But before we do that too, we need to add our third member of the panel. It's Mr. Marcus. What's good?
What's up, people?
Welcome to the show. We're glad you will be able to be here. We always appreciate your time. I know you're a very busy man, so definitely want to get your thoughts and feelings on some things here. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, some big stuff going on.
Definitely. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up our screen real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and dive into our first topic. Let's knock this one out. This one will be a little bit quicker, but let's get it. What's up next?
Let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk. Let's get it. All right, NFL Talk. We got a couple of quick topics to discuss amongst ourselves. One thing for sure I did want to talk about, which was some late breaking news earlier today. Kyle Fuller signed with the Ravens. Not a lot of free agency movements, but there are some good free agents out there. I think this is a good one. He kind of had a bounce back year last year with the Broncos, but the Ravens defense is just always so good. So I think that's a great pickup for them.
Yeah.
Did somebody leave, or he's gonna be slot? Cause they got two corners, like Humphreys and.
I think he's gonna end up being slot. And the crazy thing is, they picked up some pieces in the draft for the secondary too. So I think he's just gonna be a veteran piece to kind of round out where he needs to be.
Yeah, that's a great pickup.
Yeah,
I think so too.
I think primarily too, it's just for all the injuries they had last year. Like literally towards the end of the year, they had plumbers at the cornerback and safety position. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like dudes coming out the grocery store. So I think that worried him a little bit last year because bro, when the Ravens came to town, the defense is legit, but they were still giving up like 350 yards passing on average. So yeah, I think that's what it is, just to be really strengthened at that position. So there's no chance of repeat from last year.
Right. They want to be extra deep for sure. That's for sure. Yeah. Some other news today, the Pro Bowl changes may be coming. They're talking about changing, the week-long format and maybe even eliminating the actual tackle game, maybe just making it like a celebration of sorts for the Pro Bowl. I'm in favor of this, but real quick, I wanted to know what you guys thought about if they did get rid of the actual Pro Bowl.
I'll be cool with it. It's terrible. So
yeah,
especially this year, the tackling and stuff happened this year was insane. So get rid of it would be cool.
Yeah, it's not even like the pretend game that it even used to be. Like now, it's just really, really bad. So
They might as well be wearing flags out there. That's how bad it's become.
If they did a flag football game, though, I think it would be kind of fun.
Yeah, that'd be. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense, you know.
Yep.
So
But,
we'll see. We'll see on that. OTAs are starting across the league, but these are voluntary camps, voluntary team activities right now. And one person that's definitely not going to be participating in the voluntary part is Kyler Murray for the Cardinals. Do you guys think that he's going to get a new deal, or do you think he'll eventually just kind of come on in and report?
Yeah, I think he'll do a new deal. I don't think he'll get what he wanted though. He's not getting. I think he was trying to get 50. I don't think he'll get that. So, but the Cardinals ain't gonna get. That's their franchise guy. They ain't gonna let him go. I don't see him going anywhere else. So I think he can sign, but not with what he wanted.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, I agree with Marcus. I think they eventually give him a contract, but I don't think he's gonna get what he wants. I don't even think he's worth what he wants, if I'm being completely honest.
Right.
And on top of that too, like it's frustrating from a fan standpoint too, because it's like, dude, you're 3 years in, you're already this proven prima donna. Like, I think he's doing a little too much with how he wanted the contract, and talked all this stuff about how the Cardinals threw him under the bus, which I don't really think they did, in my opinion. I don't remember seeing the type of blame posts, saying that, say, like Philadelphia gave Ben Simmons, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't get that treatment. So I don't know, man. Like if he wasn't as good as he is, I'd be like, let this man go. But like letting him go, they'd literally be starting all over. So
right.
He'll get a contract, but they're not going to be happy about it.
Got you. And Moms agrees. She says he will get a deal.
Yeah.
And maybe both sides are not happy in the end of it, but that they do come to some kind of term. So we'll see. Another quarterback that's maybe going to be there at the start of the year, or maybe not, Deshaun Watson. We continue to wait for the NFL's decision on his suspension, or what exactly discipline action they're going to take against him. But there was a like a little interview piece where they did interview some of the people that were going up against him, or brought some of the claims against him over the weekend. And it was interesting because the NFL basically said they were going to kind of wait and see public opinion after those interviews became public, before that they were going to kind of like give him his punishment, which I think is whack. I think if they've made a decision, they should just go ahead and announce it. But I think that they're very conscious of like how it's going to look, and they want it to look right. So
I'm not a fan. Like I'm not a fan of them waiting. It's been 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Essentially 2 seasons before, like, since this man has last been on the football field. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you guys, in my opinion, have everything you need to make a decision. So just make one. Like, it's not gonna look good regardless. You can't please everybody. Same thing with Michael Vick and the dog stuff. Like, a team eventually gave him a chance, the same way the Browns are doing with him. But you're not gonna please everybody. There are people who are gonna be like, all right, whatever, he did what he did, and other people are gonna be pissed off about him still being able to be back. You know what I mean? So I just can't please everybody. Give this man his punishment so the Browns and him and the rest of the football organization can move on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, I was telling somebody too, he's getting $230 guaranteed. So at the end of the day, he loves football, but if he don't play right away, he ain't tripping. He got his money.
Yeah,
so it's like that. It's kind of like like I said, of course he want to play, but when he get that guaranteed money, like, I don't think he's gonna fight as much. Like, oh, he won't let me play. Come on, like that when you got that money in your bank. So.
Well, and the Browns were so all in too. They basically made like most of his money for this year is his signing bonus. So like he's actually, his game checks that when he does get suspended are not that much. So they definitely made it as easy on him as possible, I guess.
Definitely.
You want to say it like that?
They made the choice of where he was going to sign pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I still don't see him missing more than 2 games. There's no way the Browns going to give him that much money and know he's going to be out a lot of games. So
I say 4. Yeah, we'll see. I say 4.
I'm leaning to 6, but
so
we're all over. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. A couple other things on here. The schedule release contest. We still are going to do that. The deadline is going to be June 1st. So if you want to send it into us either via email, or you can message us on Instagram, or however you get in contact with us. But we want you to basically take your favorite team schedule and like assign a win-loss record to that. go through the games and say which ones you think they'll win and lose, and we're gonna basically put those in the time capsule and come back to it at the end of the year. So that should be really fun. Definitely want to get some more people involved in that, and we'll figure out a good prize too. We'll figure out something pretty legit to throw out there.
Something real nice. Something real nice.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other last thing for NFL talk is kind of like a non-story, but it might be a story. I don't know. Deebo Samuel and Dak Prescott were hanging out at the Mavericks game the other night, and very interesting. Is this Marcus? I wanted to hear your thoughts. Is this mean anything or no?
I wish it did, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
it just because they cool giving dap. They just. I don't know. Honestly, if I'm Dak, I wouldn't like, hey man, go ahead. Like you ain't gonna try to be with us. I don't want this to be, even though you gotta be cool with them, but I just don't know. I don't know, man. I want to say it might mean something because it's like they know they're gonna get pictures taken. They know it's gonna be in the media. So why mess with us like that a little bit? You know, unless he's doing it. I catch y'all last year. He could be sending it to Dak right now. That's why Dak not really smiling. You know, so
true.
He could be talking to us, something like that, but. I just feel that I think Jerry has something up his sleeve. I don't know if it's him or somebody else. There's no way we're gonna go and count what we have right now. I don't believe it, man. I think Jerry has something up his sleeve. It's gonna be a big little thing for us, defense or offense. It's gonna be something. And with him, it'd be kind of cool. But the Ravens, they need a receiver really bad, and they can probably afford him. He'll fit right in with them too. So that's the only reason they can't.
No, Ravens. Not only can they not afford them, Ravens be penny pinching, bro. Like I don't see it at all. I would love it, but I don't see it at all.
So I don't know, man. What did you feel, though? Would you think it could be or something? Or?
I think I'm kind of along your same line. Like I don't think it's anything.
Yeah,
I think they're just kind of just there because they just that's where the game happened to be and all that. But
yeah.
I'm kind of like you too, though. I'm like, they beat us last year, so I'm like, don't be too friendly with this dude. Like, but I don't know. We'll see.
So Pops say we won't waste our picks on him, but we did it on Amari, and he's better than Amari. So I think we could do it though.
I don't know. Yeah, he said he won't waste our picks on him, but he said the Cowboys will surprise though, so he agrees on that one. So we'll see. Also, Grace, welcome into the show.
What's up, Grace?
Being here with us. We look forward to seeing what your win-loss prediction is for the Cardinals. For sure, you got to make sure you get that in by the deadline. So that's what's up. Okay. What's that?
I said 0-17. No,
can you tell how to do it again? Is it easy to just go where they go for that?
Yeah, so if you guys want help, like I can send you your team schedule, but what I would suggest is maybe just like Google like a picture of the team schedule and then just like write it down what you think they're gonna be. Or you can just even send in the prediction like you think they're gonna go 9-7 or whatever. Like it doesn't have to be specific to the games, but just a prediction based on looking at the schedule and what you think the record will be next year. So and then just give us your team name in that prediction. Put that in the capsule and come back to it. All right, that's what's up. So we'll go ahead and wrap up NFL talk, and we'll get into our big topic of the day. Let me get that queued up. All right, so NBA talk. We got the Western Conference Finals. We're leading off with that. The series is at 3-0, and it actually is currently on air. So we are going to give a little bit of updates. It looks like so far the Warriors are up 11-10, about halfway through the first quarter. And I put this picture up because I feel like that was really kind of like, the indicator that the series might be officially done and dusted. But what do you guys think about this? Is tonight the night, or do the Mavericks maybe have a little bit of magic left in them?
I don't think so. I think it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, what's funny is, the Suns really should have beat them too. You know what I mean? Like if they played the way they played all year, or should have played like they really should have beat the Mavericks the same way the Warriors did. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. And you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I don't think they have enough. Like I was saying with the Mavericks and Suns series, I just don't think they have enough to get over the hump of the Warriors. The Warriors just have too many pieces that can start scoring at will. And Luka just has proven, as any player has ever proven, no one player can do it by himself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Michael Jordan was winning scoring title after scoring title, MVP, Rookie of the Year. You know, he came in dominant, but he still couldn't do it on his own. You know what I mean? And Luka, same thing. He's doing all he can, but the Warriors are just too much for him. Even in the game where they were basically kind of like kicking their butts, the Warriors still came back. And like that was the best they had. You know what I mean? Like, that was the best they had, and they still end up blowing a pretty heavy lead to losing. I think it was game 3. So I don't think so, man. I don't think they got it.
I think the Mavs will win tonight. It's gonna be hard to close out a team. That's for anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. So I think they might pull out tonight and they'll lose next game. They could get swept tonight, but I think it's gonna be kind of harder to sweep a team in the semis. So we'll see how it goes. But I think it's a good thing if they lose this series because it shows that they still need other pieces. Because if you go 6 or 7 with this team, you know Mark Cuban might be like, oh we good, we just got it on. But it shows that Luka needs help. Like they did a big and then another score because Dinwiddie and Brunson they're not enough. Those guys are still role players to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it just showed that they need some more. Luka needed some more help. Like because it's all about matchups too. I think they still beat the Suns. The Suns they're not really a great team. They just show that too because of matchup wise. So this matchup is kind of hard because you have 3 shooters and it's hard to stop all 3 shooters. And then you have Wiggins right here stepping up too. So I think it's a matchup. Any other team maybe is a little better, but the matchup with them is kind of hard. So and it just show that they need other scores. So that's all it is. And Steph and them they get hot at the right time. It's perfect for them. So
100%, completely agree there.
Yeah. So whether it's tonight or whether it's
over
Thursday or Friday, it's over. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I think game 2 when they was up 14, they could have won the game. They don't come back and win. The series over then, so they couldn't recover from that because they should have won that game too. They were up pretty good, but they couldn't keep it going.
Yeah, that's tough. But the Mavericks, like you said, it's still a good ride for them. Still probably a little bit of step ahead of where they expected, but it does show that they need to kind of build on what they got here. They can't just try to.
And Luka gonna tell Mark, "Hey man, let's make it happen. I need some help around here. I'm showing you what I can do, man." So I think he gonna have to do it because the Dallas they right there though. You know what I'm saying? So to make some moves and they can really do it. You got a player who's really really good. So I think Mark he'll make it happen for him.
Yeah, but it looks like the Warriors will get some rest before we see what happens in the East, and so we do just need a temperature check. For your boys and Strizzy on how you're feeling about this about the Heat in this series. It's 2-2 going back to Miami.
Yeah, man. It's like I said from jump. The Celtics are one of the teams I was kind of worried about from the beginning. They're very, I don't want to say equal, but like they're still kind of like 1A, 1B in my opinion in the East in terms of like both these teams match up well against each other. We both stole one. On the road trips, you know what I mean? I think game 5 is so important. Kind of sucks Tyler Hero with the left groin strain, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be done for the series, depending on how serious it was. Groin is something never to mess with. I was saying last year when AD went out, like he shouldn't try to come back for that game, and sure enough, he came back and made it worse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was really out. So Spo's not the type of player, type of coach is going to like try to get him to come back. If he can't go, he can't go. But game 5 is important, man. You want to go back to Boston with a lead, not being down 3-2 with them playing at home. So and two, each of these wins by both teams have been blowouts. Nothing's really been very close. So you just never know how these games are going to go because they've all been blowouts and nothing's been really tight. So can't shoot like we did the other night. That was the biggest thing. I think Celtics defense was good, but we couldn't buy a bucket. We missed like every shot, open shots, mid-range shots. We just could not score. And I think that really, really hurt us, and it helped the fourth quarter, the attempt of a fourth quarter comeback. So dug a deep hole way too early, and it was just impossible to get out of at the end. So this series is giving me hell anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Bubble guts while I'm watching the game the entire way, but hopefully we can pull it out, man. I definitely love to see us back in the finals.
Yeah. I'm feeling like I'll jump in real quick, and Marcus, I want to hear your takes, but I'm feeling like whoever wins game 5 is going to win the series, and Boston's looking like the more likely team, unfortunately, right now. I don't know what it is, but Horford is like so like he just knows what to do. Even when he's not scoring points, he's like impacting the game the right way. And I think it's sad to see that like Bam is basically like trying so hard, but he's out there by himself. It seems like at times, and I don't really get that. But I think it's going to be tough. And yeah, they really need to win Game 5 at home to have a chance in this series. But Marcus, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you with Horror Wings. No, I wouldn't say I agree with that because it still can go 7. Because these teams are the main person, the best player in the series is Tatum. And I think he's inconsistent, so you never know what you're gonna get from him. If he was more consistent, I would say yeah, they have a shot. But this next game, he might come out and have 16 points and they lose again. But I think the person they need that the X factor needs is Barron. I think he has to play well. Like some stuff is like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on?
Man.
Like that. It's just like that. And then to me, the whole starting five for Miami had 18 points. That's like it can't happen. And to me, I'm like, well, Jimmy, like, I don't know, like he just stopped trying to score. Like, I don't know if he's still I think he might be still hurt, that could be it. But it's just like he wasn't really aggressive. And to me, I don't know why they don't try to put Duncan in there. I don't understand why this guy was in the finals where he was hot, he was doing well, and you just don't like give him a shot. That's kind of weird to me.
Well, he played a lot in Game 4 because Tyler was out. But
yeah, but
I know
he had no rhythm.
Exactly. Yeah, he ain't really played in the first 2 series, so it's like you bring him in the Eastern Conference Finals now. Like it's kind of late. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of late. Yeah. So I know what you mean.
And Kyle Lowry, he's so trash to me. I don't know why.
I'm telling
I don't know.
I'm telling y'all, bro.
To me, I wouldn't even let him. I would still keep Vincent because to me that team with Vincent was in, they were doing pretty well. I think put him in and start lineup is like kind of threw him off a little bit too. So I don't know what's happening, but I still think it could still go 7. I don't know about the next game who win that because you never know. But like I said, if he's consistent in the next couple of games, then they can close him out. But we'll see. I think this Bam to get him started. I think not Jimmy. I think it's Bam to get him started. And then Jimmy can kind of go off there because I don't think he's healthy. So once he see them guys getting going, he can get going too. But when he had to start him off and keep him going, he don't have enough in him to do that. So I think it still could go. The reason why I say it too because Marcus Smart is not playing either. So I think they got a shot to still kind of get this back to go 7.
Gotcha. Well, I'm hoping so for sure because you know how I feel about the Celtics, and I'm always rooting for my boy too. So, and I know, I don't want you to have that anxiety. You know what I'm saying? We have to take another visit to the doctor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't need Boston winning. We don't need that. So
right, sure. But that's our conference finals updates on both sides. Not really too much else NBA news. A couple coaching searches still going on. Lakers still trying to figure out what's going on. They apparently had interest in Juwan Howard, but he didn't want to interview for the job. Which I mean, it's whatever. I'm just like, hopefully they have something in mind.
And it's weird too because they still trying to get these low budget coaches, and I think it has to do with LeBron because LeBron never had great coaches. Like coaches had demand. They still not, like Mark Jackson should have been like Easton, like, oh, let's get Mark in there. But I don't think LeBron want a dominant coach. I think he still wants somebody he could talk to crazy and stuff like that. Like he can be over because they got the guy. What's the Stotts from Portland? He's in there. I'm like, what? Like, what is that? So it's just like Doc Rivers. Like, why would Doc want to go? I don't get that kind of stuff. So they're not trying to get a coach. Like to me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's interesting. I don't know. I just hope they figure something out. But you're right. I agree with you. It seems like they don't really have a plan, and they're just kind of like pulling out these weird, like random names. So.
Like Darvin Ham. Like what?
Yeah. Even though Pops was excited about that one. Pops was excited about that one. But
no, not for his first job. Not for the LA Lakers. Not for the first one. No.
Yeah. That's what he said. Actually, he said LeBron likes him. So I don't know.
And the reason why, because he's not like I'm saying. That's somebody he could still be over. You know what I'm saying? So that would make sense if they get that because he don't want that coach. I guess. So no.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I wasn't really supposed to be talking about them too much though. So
could we do one more thing about NBA?
Yeah, for sure.
Right before we got on, they did the first team, all first team, whatever. And I think it was Luka, Booker, Jokic was one of them. It was 2. I'm sorry. I'll take a picture. I'm sorry. I should have been prepared for that. So it was Giannis, Booker, Luka, Jokic, and Tatum. And I don't agree with that. that's the first thing. I don't agree with that at all. Like Embiid didn't get on there still. Like that's weird to me.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can. You want me to share it real quick? We'll take a look at it together.
I just want. I ain't want to go too long. I just want to see if y'all seen that. I know it just came out when we got on. So
no, you're good. Let's check it. Let's take a look at it together real quick. Okay. And just don't worry about the ads or whatever. But okay, so we got this is the all first team. So they had a couple pictures up here and stuff. But you got all first team Booker, Doncic, Antetokounmpo, Tatum, and Jokic. And then you got second team Curry, Morant, DeRozan, Durant, and Embiid. Third team Chris Paul, Trae Young, LeBron James, Siakam, and Cat, Big Cat.
That's even though String was Cat made the third team. Like what?
Wow.
So some is even second team. I don't know about. Yeah, I guess I could go with that. I would change out Embiid for Tatum because I don't think he came on the whole season. So
yeah,
but because that has to do with your contract too. You get more money when you make these one.
Right, you have a potential for higher escalators, like when
Yeah.
if you've made like depending on which teams you made and things like that.
Yeah,
It's interesting though.
Like Pascal said, I can make 13 too. Like what? Like did he even make the All-Star team?
I don't think so.
Like I don't understand. Like some of these people, like I don't know,
Global
man.
panel of 100 media members, so we'll
Wow.
see. But that's cool for Booker, I guess.
Well, he had a great season. He does good in the season. He's not a playoff guy, so
yeah. But no, that's what's up though.
Yeah, I don't know about those, but hey, it happens.
I want to mark this. I don't know how I feel about Tatum being in the first team. I mean, don't get me
That's
wrong.
what I said.
He hooped, but I don't know. First team.
That's what I said. I would trade him for Embiid. I would swap them out because he didn't do great the whole season. So I don't know. Maybe they.
Oh, Celtics started off horribly too. Like they just came on the second half of the season.
So
I'm talking about the beginning. They might not even make the playoffs in the beginning of the year.
They say they don't do stuff like that during the playoffs, but they have to be doing stuff like that during playoffs because that don't make sense, man.
Yeah. All right. Oh, Pop says though he says Ham can coach. He will challenge him and got to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. It might be the one though. All right. I'm going to I think move us along though to our next topic though. We're doing pretty good. We're going through express style. One more little look. It's 19-19 towards the end of the first quarter in that Warriors Mavericks game. So that's what's up. All right. So I'm gonna the next other sports story, I'm gonna preface it with like there's a little bit of context and background, but I'm really like I don't know. I'm really 50-50 about this story. So I want to get your guys' opinions and see what you guys think about this thing. So
I think I know what it is.
Help me out with this.
So what's next again?
Other sports?
Oh yeah, other sports. Okay, so not football.
Yeah, not basketball. We did that already.
Oh, okay, like hockey.
Yeah, like hockey. Feel me?
Okay, like baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Like soccer, right?
There we go.
Like soccer.
Like other sports.
All right, other sports. I'm going to start off with a baseball story that kind of came up from this weekend, but actually has some prior history. So this is really weird, but it's kind of this like saga between Tim Anderson and Josh Donaldson, now of the New York Yankees. So we'll just go back a little bit to earlier this month, May 13th. Tim Anderson, he slid hard into third base, and Donaldson kind of like leaned on him and tagged him extra hard, and they kind of got into it, and it started to potentially be a dust up way back then. And apparently they had history of a couple years ago when Donaldson was on the Twins. So this all came to a boil Saturday over the weekend in the Bronx when the White Sox and Yankees were playing again. And this time when they were on the field together, I guess Donaldson referred to Tim Anderson, because trying to get his attention, and he said, "What's up, Jackie?" And so, Tim Anderson got pissed off. It kind of started a little bit of a scuffle, and both benches cleared, even the bullpens cleared, people running all the way out from the outfield. And since then, Josh Donaldson has been suspended 1 game for his comments. And Tim Anderson coming out and saying, basically his comments are racist. And on the surface, I do think that it seems like that, he's referring to him as Jackie because he's, referring to Jackie Robinson and his race. But Josh Donaldson admitted what he said, and he kind of gave some more context. And he was saying, he has had this long running joke with Tim Anderson because back in 2019, Tim Anderson referred to himself as Jackie Robinson. So I put that quote up there, and he said he kind of feels like today's Jackie Robinson. That's huge to say, but it's cool, man, because he changed the game, and I feel like I'm getting to the point where I need to change the game. So that's what Tim Anderson said. And so Josh Donaldson's like, hey, I'm calling him Jackie because he referred to himself as today's Jackie Robinson. I know that's a lot to unpack, but I really wanted to hear your guys' thoughts and also the Slackers' thoughts on this, like who's right or wrong, or just kind of what you think about this situation.
I don't really know either one of them that good backgrounds like that, but just seeing from this, you could tell if they have tension with each other, you're gonna know some things about each other in that background. So if he really said that he thought he could be a Jackie the Robinson like that, so it's kind of like a dig. To me, I wouldn't say racist because he could have said anybody. You know what I'm saying? He could have that could have been like a joke. So like, oh, you think you LeBron? All right, LeBron, like that. So it could have been like that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are on the next LeBron. And he could have said, hey, what's up, LeBron? It could have been something like that. So the Jackie Robinson, it just probably happened like that. He probably heard the story at the time. I don't too much care for him. So I'm putting it in my back pocket, something like that.
Right.
So he said, I'm going to use that when I get a chance. And he used it when he had the shot. So like I said, I don't know him personally. I don't know if he's a racist type of guy. But from seeing this right here, I wouldn't say that's a racist comment. It's just like a little dig he had for him. So that's all I would say with that. But that's probably why he only got one game. But,
Right. No, I agree. And I will add to I don't know about either them personally or would like that, but from their playing style, they're both kind of like agitators. They're both like competitors like that. They're both kind of like not necessarily troublemakers, but kind of like that type of guys. Strizzy, what did you think about this? I don't know if you had seen it already kind of a little bit over the weekend, but
yeah, I don't know. Like, again, I don't taking race completely out of it, right? Like, let's try to just take race completely out of it. This dude already referred to himself as Jackie Robinson. So, like, if someone comes to you and says, "What's up, Jackie?" because they're referring to something that you said about yourself.
You said it, yeah.
Right.
I don't feel, to me, like, and again, I don't know what their relationship is like behind closed doors, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, when they're together with each other or whatever. But, like, I just don't see that as coming off as racist. So, for me, for him to call him or say, "What's up, Jackie?" after he said, or self-proclaimed himself as the next, today's Jackie Robinson, I feel like I'm with Pops. I think the suspension is kind of BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then what happens if he was black and he said, "What's up, Jackie?" Do he still get suspended?
Right. See,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And that's the weird part about it to me too, is like that's my thing, is like I feel like playing the race card, and like I guess Tim Anderson even said like he's called him Jackie before. Like
I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure he did that before. That can't have been the first time.
Yeah, right. And so like, but I guess he had said like before, like we're not cool like that. You can't joke with me like that. So to me too, Donaldson, like as a player, like you said, Marcus, like he's like, I know that bothers you, so I'm gonna keep
do
that
it
around. Like,
yeah.
And so to me also too, what you said earlier, what both of you kind of alluded to is like, if somebody's like, I'm gonna be the next Jordan, and they're like, hey, what's up, Jordan? Like, it's like you can't you can't call yourself that and then not like it when it's turned around on you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And his comment of saying he feel like he's today Jackie Robinson, there's no way you can do that. Jackie Robinson did something that was never he did it first. Like, he was the first black. You know what I'm saying? So he went through a lot of scrutiny in what he did. So you can't be the next Jackie Robinson. Like, right. Don't say that. You can't change the game like that. He changed it for you to play what you playing right now. So you can't change it for somebody else like that. So if you say his style of play, or he's trying to get a record that he has a record or something like that, you try to do that, that's different. But to say you trying to change the game like he did, it's no way you can do that. It's impossible. So it's kind of you reaching when you say something like that. So, and I never heard of this guy play basketball. I'm not a big baseball guy, but I never even heard of you. So if you got a long ways to go if you're trying to be next Jackie Robinson.
Got you. But yeah, he is a good player. He's definitely an up and comer. Kelly in the comments, she says, yeah, if he was saying it as a term of endearment, maybe, but I'm definitely side-eyeing in this situation. And I see where you're coming from on that, because obviously too, Donaldson knew what he was doing. He was trying to egg at him. But it's just, I don't know. It's this kind of interesting thing. There's a lot of layers to it, because if on the surface you didn't know the history or like that he had called himself that, it does seem weird. You're like, oh, that's kind of like,
And my thing too is this too, like, and again, trying to keep race in a sense out of it. Like, let's just say he not racist at all. There's no racist bone in his body, but he just completely agrees that, like, you're not Jackie Robinson. You are not the next Jackie Robinson. So even him just kind of poking at it like that to be like, come on, dog, you're not the next Jackie Robinson. You know what I mean? It'd be like if Jeremy Lin was like, I'm the next Michael Jordan. And you're like, what up, Jordan? Like, come on, bro. You're not the next Michael Jordan. Calm down. Like, chill out. Like, I still just kind of
exactly.
feel,
Like he's not like it's not necessarily it has to be about race. It could be he's offended based on the baseball analogy. Like you're
right,
not
exactly,
like,
the baseball analogy. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. Like, if it is, shame on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, the league has come too far. You know what I mean? To bring stuff like that up, but I don't know. I don't see it in this instance. You know.
So I have a question too of his status. Is he's an up and coming? You say he's pretty good. Is he like a Mikal Bridges upcoming being good, or like a Ja about to be good type of player?
Like a Ja, like more close.
Oh, he's like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. He's definitely an exciting player to watch too, for sure. Like, but I don't know. But yeah, and then chiming in, he said they probably had a runoff in the field previously. Doesn't take much when you already dislike someone.
True.
And also, did somebody hear him say that, or he told us, "Oh, he called me Jackie"? Like, how did that come
No,
about?
Donaldson said, "Yeah, I said that." Like,
okay.
he admitted he was like, "Yeah, I called him that. Like, I've called him that before." He's like, "It's a long running joke for me." So he's like, I don't know.
But the thing is, other people do the same thing. Like, if I'm somebody trying to get somebody, I might do it too, just because I know you don't like that. So he opened up for everybody.
You kind of set yourself up for it, right? When he said that to him, about himself. So I don't know. That's an interesting one. So I definitely like all the opinions about it for sure, and just kind of was kind of seeing what you guys thought about that one. So let's see. We'll wrap up with just a little bit more other sports though. There's 100 days till kickoff for NCAA football, which is very, very exciting. And there was a little bit of a dust up, a little bit of a war of words between Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher over the new name, image, and likeness deals that different colleges are able to help their players get. But to me, I think this is the pot calling the kettle black, because they're both like this. They're both like players going to either school are getting paid big money. So how can one say that there's like
that's what I was wondering about that. I was like, how he said, well, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I love Jimbo Fisher. His comment, I love that, because he didn't hold back. And normally people don't come after Nick Saban. You don't come after him. He's the god of football. So, and for him to go and he went hard, he went at them too. Like, I was like, wow, I loved it. So not only play each other again, it's gonna be that tension gonna be there. Like the coach come together and say, hey, that ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen this year. So I kind of like it, man.
Right. No, I feel you. In a way, too, I thought that was like a good recruiting tactic, too, to be like all the players that didn't go and get to Bama, or like, be like, hey, we're not going to stand down or whatever type of thing. So it was almost like a little rallying cry.
Should we tell the people, like, who people probably don't know what's going on with that situation? Should you say how it happened? Like,
well, I mean, basically it started with, thank you. Yeah, you're right. It started with Coach Saban. He called out specifically Texas A&M and Jackson State for paying players. And there was some information about Texas A&M, I guess, where last year they had like these deals lined up where if you were on Texas A&M's basically football team, you were going to get $100,000 like regardless. So he's basically kind of like saying that, hey, they're doing it like in a way where they're almost like hiring, or they're like saying like this is already set up for you. And he's trying to say like in the Alabama way, we kind of let them kind of do that on their own. Like we don't arrange the deals for them, so we're not really paying them. And then Jimbo Fisher came back and was just like not having it.
And he said some false information about Jackson State too. He said they paid a one player $1 million to come there, and that wasn't true. He's like, they ain't got $1 million to get. He said, I wish they gave me $1 million. Like my mom's still staying in a 3-bedroom house. So how it happened, So because I think he was kind of hurt, because I think he probably should have went to Alabama, because he was the number 1 recruit. So how the number 1 recruit goes to HBCU? So I think he was still salty about that, and he's still salty. He lost the championship game too. He's still mad about that. Like he wants to come at you guys, but he can't because y'all beat him. You know what I'm saying? So he's just in a bad mood right now.
Yeah, true. He's being crusty.
Yeah, sorry.
Ugg said, yeah, Coach Saban was wrong to mention specific programs. His mom as well. Yeah, he was off base to call A&M and Dion.
And he did apologize to him too, but Dion was like, "I want you did it publicly, apologize in public too. You don't try to call me privately and try to apologize." Like, nah. So
Yeah.
he knew he was wrong. So I think he was just talking.
I like it though. I think it'll spice things up when they play each other again next year. And Texas A&M, they beat Alabama last year.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what's up. But I do agree that like all the players going to those big programs are getting their NIL deals and they're getting their money.
Long overdue.
So it's
man.
weird to like for them to like kind of call each other out or whatever, try to be like, oh, only X amount of players of ours got paid.
And didn't Bryce Young get like $4 million this year, like something like that?
He made some crazy amount of money, yeah. So it's like, how are you gonna say like, how are you gonna call them out, So I don't know. But you're right. Kind of you hit on it, Marcus. Like he's probably just kind of upset because he's been losing lately, and now he wants to, call people out.
And that rain is coming down. Like it always happened. The team was good for a long time. Like the Hurricanes was good for a long time. People like that, like the other team that was good for that time, it's gonna come up. It's time somebody else to come on top, and it just he knows it's gonna happen. So go ahead and move over, Nick.
Mom said Bama's been paying players for years. The funny thing is they all have like. I hope more of these guys decide to go to HBCU schools going forward. I think that's what's cool about Dion's movement right now that he's trying to do that. That's definitely making it.
But they have to get drafted though. Like if it's like only 2 or 3 getting drafted, it's like nah, my son, you can't go there. Even though I would want you to, but they still not getting looked at. So it has to happen in full circle. Like they have to start getting drafted and getting their things. It sounds good, but if you can get a better deal at this big school, like I'm sorry, son, you gotta go there. So
gotta keep it real. All right, in the middle we have the Stanley Cup playoff bracket. Colorado Avalanche one step closer to moving forward. I'm so excited for them. They're doing great. Tampa Bay swept the Panthers after actually going to Game 7 in their last one, so they're looking ferocious again. But we'll keep an eye on that bracket as we move forward in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And I'm waiting to cash my ticket. It's sitting right here.
And the Rangers playing right now, right?
Yeah, the Rangers are on right now, and they're down 2-1 in their series. We'll see, though. The Rangers are a pretty tough team, so I don't know. But next, I did want to get a golf update from you, Marcus. I just wanted you to I know you're a big JT fan, too, and I know you're watching Tiger closely this weekend, so tell us about the PGA Championship.
It was very exciting. I can't really say his name. I think it's Primera. I think he was leading. There was no way he should have lost that this weekend. There's no way. On the 18th hole, he tried to do too much, and he even said, "I know it was that's a lot of pressure, like a lot of nerves." So he just hit a nice drive. That's all he didn't do. He did drive, and his drive went straight in the water. And the way it happened, it shouldn't even went in the water because it was he hit it bad, but the way it bounced up and then went in the water. And JT was down the whole. He was already finished, but he was down the whole weekend. And the way he was in the clubhouse watching, and then when that happened, he had a shot. So he did a playoff with Will Zardins, and poor Will, man, it's his third playoff to win a major, and he lost all 3 at the heartbreaker, man. So he's a good kid. He's from Texas. So I hope he get one soon. But JT, you could tell the experience it paid off. Like he was so calm. Like he kind of knew he was gonna win this one. He knew he was gonna get it. So he came. Like I said, the way he came and won, there was no reason he should have won. He was down, I think, 2 strokes when he went in the clubhouse. So there's no way he should have won. But Will and Primera, they both went down, played some bad shots and went down. And he came out and won. So it was good for JT too, because he hasn't. Justin Thomas, he hasn't won in a while. You know, when you're a premier player, they want you to win more majors, and that's the second one. So it kind of give him a little boost. So it's kind of good for him, man. So and then Tiger, he's still out there. He's still trying. I'm happy to see him out there. He didn't play Sunday because it was plus 12, and he shouldn't have went out there. There's no reason for you to do that. Yeah. So I'm happy he's picking the ones he want to do, and hopefully he don't play any more to the U.S. Open. That's in 2 months. So hopefully he does that. But I still don't think he'll win until next year. I think he got to get his stamina and his leg. He just trying to see how to go on things like that. He said he can win, but he knows he's not going to win these things right now. I think he got to get more healed up and more fresh. And I think I know for sure he's going to win 2 more majors and he's going to get the record. So that's all he's doing right now. So I'm just happy to see him out there. Man, it's kind of cool. Like he got his bad record, and you look at TV, like his car is up there. I'm like, dang, Tiger's really playing right now, you know. So it's kind of cool. He's amazing. He's always be amazing. Even though he was down so much, the crowd still follows him wherever he goes, and it's a big roar when he get like a party, like ah. So it's kind of cool, man. He's the GOAT.
For sure. But yeah, I hope that, like, you're right. I hope he does kind of keep formulating, keep building back, and come back competitive.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Or build back to that. So, Strizzy, I wanted to talk to you about the fight that was over at Westgate this weekend. Did you watch the David Benavidez fight, and what did you think about that?
I actually didn't watch it, man.
Okay.
I don't remember what I was doing, but I actually didn't watch the fight. But I mean, we're all boxing. You know what I'm saying? If you watched it, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what you think. But I know we got our Canelo Triple G, number 3 coming our way.
I know that was what I wanted to talk about too.
Number 3.
I wanted to talk about too.
When that happened?
So yesterday.
Yesterday, oh man.
What?
Canelo announced that he is not going to take his instant rematch with Bivol, and that he is still going to keep his fight with Triple G and fight Triple G in September, and then he'll come back for Bivol later.
Wow.
He tries to. I mean, he was citing basically that it's it's business, and they already had this agreement out there. But honestly, I think he knows in his mind he needs to take a step back and regroup and maybe build some confidence back up. He's not ready for Bivol the way it came out.
So he lost that bad to Bivol though. Like it was that. He's that good, or he lost a little bit.
Well, it was he's that good, but also it was the size and the weight.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, if you just look at the cards were ridiculous. They gave Canelo, they were trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. They gave him way more points than he should have. Like they gave him like 4 rounds when really he probably won like 1 or 2.
Wow. I thought Canelo was unbeatable for the rest of his career. Like I didn't think the guy was that good. I thought he just had a bad day. So he got beat then.
Yeah.
Triple G, he going back that far? That's crazy.
I think part of it too, like you said, Marcus, like unbeatable for the rest of his career. I think part of that got to him. I don't think he prepared for that fight the way he should have.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because he got beat up.
Well, and he was moving up slightly in weight too.
True.
So I don't think he accounted for that as well either. The difference of that size and just that strength, maybe.
Yeah, true.
But
wow, I didn't know Triple G. I didn't see that. That's mean.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, that was the other big news out of the boxing world is that Canelo basically gonna go ahead and go with his Triple G plan as if he beat Bivol. But yeah, this weekend though it was cool. The hometown kid David Benavidez beat David Lemieux, and Lemieux is like a sturdy veteran, and honestly he was getting knocked around and rocked, but he still was dangerous, and I commend him for like staying in there as long as he did. But his corner actually threw in the towel, and then they had to stop that fight. So good stuff though. Only last thing on here too is that Man City, they won the Premier League. They secured the Premier League title this weekend, and it was actually crazy because they had to win the last game and they were down 2-0, and then within 10 minutes scored 3 goals to take the lead. What? And it was an exciting finish, but they did it, and that was their 4th Premier League title in the last 5 years. So they're definitely a dynasty, and that's my cousin Jeffrey's team. So I know he's happy about it again. I'm just hoping that my Arsenal can kind of sort of compete next year. We'll see. But
so this team is that is Crystal or whatever? Is he on this team or the other guy that's pretty good? I did the
one. So Ronaldo, he plays for Man United. He just came back to this league, but and then Messi plays in a totally different league.
So, okay.
So yeah, so that's what's up with that. Nothing else too much going on for soccer or anything like that or other sports. Tennis, the French Open is going on right now. You got to wake up early in the morning to see it though.
Yeah. And one more thing too, the Capital One matchup is coming up with Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, and Josh Allen. That's June 1st coming up, and they had like a little promotion type thing today. And it was kind of Tom Brady kind of threw some shade on Aaron Rodgers and on Mahomes.
I've seen this.
So yeah. I was like, how did they feel? Cause you could tell their face was like, wow, it came out of nowhere. Probably he was like, yeah, you lost. He lost Adams. You lost Tariq. I was like, oh, come on, Brady. He said, I still have my boy Mike like that. And I was like, dang.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, he was throwing some shade, and I'm like, man, Tom Brady's really leaning into this jerk thing. Like, he's
he don't care.
I do wonder about that. Like during that match, I think that they're going to be wired up again, like they were last time. Right, they'll be mic'd up, so he's got a bunch of ammunition ready. He's going to be trying to roast those guys the whole time. So,
But the crazy thing, he did say, he said, and Aaron's on my team. Like I know he's on my team, but I had to say that pretty much. So I was like, dang man, that's kind of throwing some shots. And he said, but I still got Mike. I was like, all right, Brady, let's see what you gonna be doing, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a good matchup. I don't know how good Josh Allen is in golf, but I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna still be the best one out there out of the four. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think it is cool that all of them are active players right now too, though. So it does make it like a little bit more interesting too. So
true.
Yeah,
true.
That's good stuff there. All right, I think that's gonna close out our formal topics. I don't know if you guys have anything else you wanted to bring up or anything else we missed.
One more thing
in the comments real quick.
That thing behind you, man. You gotta get that. Is that a Happy Meal box behind?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I gotta do my today I got the Happy Meal, the Walt Disney World toys. So if you guys are I still need a couple more. I'll show you guys which ones I need. So if you guys are going to get your Happy Meals for your kids or for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Just holler at your boy. I need the Minnie Mouse one up here. And
we got you, man. Minnie Mouse, we're gonna see if we get that.
And then what's the other one? Oh, this Mickey Mouse Space Mountain one up here. Yeah. And then this car one too. So those are the three I need. Basically Mickey and Minnie. And we're in there. So trying to get the whole set.
Got you.
But that's what's up. Yeah, that's
all the time, so I'm definitely gonna get that for you.
Thanks.
Some of them will even hook it up. Like I've asked, like you'll just sell you them. And it is pretty funny, but most of them are kind of cool. Like they'll if I walk in there and I talk to them, they'll look through and see which ones they have, and they'll give me like the ones they all have. So, and
also shout out to the legend himself, August. I watch you guys YouTube. It's pretty cool. So you're making me. I'm gonna do one with my son now and see how it goes.
That's what's up.
Cool. That's my favorite one so far. Dog. That was dope. He did.
August looked so comfortable though. He was wrong there. You know, so he was pretty cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's totally ready. He's ready for his own YouTube. He's ready to be a star. But yeah, I want to see your boy on there too. You guys, you should do one together, and then we'll do all four of us. We'll get them together and we'll make one too.
I don't know how that's gonna be a long episode. You do all them together though. That's gonna be tough.
Oh, there was a lot of editing. Don't.
I know. I'm saying it's gonna be a lot of work.
But no, that was definitely a good time for sure. But he did great. And I was glad to be able to put that out for him because he loves YouTube, so he's all over it. So that's what's up. But yeah, I think we did it. I was gonna go give one more update. Mavericks are beating the Warriors 48-35. So it looks like they're kind of extending their lead a little bit.
Yeah, they should win this one.
Still in the second quarter, but looks like they're trying to get at least that one victory.
It's hard to close out teams, so they should get it.
Yeah. And Kelly in the building. Yeah, she said it was so good. Like and subscribe. Yeah, he was ready to say that. He was like, I know what to say.
He's a pro, man. He's a pro at it, man. So like I said, he was real poised, real calm, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
He had it going on, man.
He knows what's up. But that's what's up.
I got an idea though. If we do it together, we should do it live. That's what we should do.
That would be cool.
Put some pressure on him a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe just playing some game. Well, we still need to hook up with that Mario Kart. We still need to
we got it. So we got to do that. So that's what that would be a cool live from doing that.
Yeah. All right. Coming soon. Get ready. And but yeah, I think that's it. Strizzy, anything else? Anything you want to plug real quick? What you got going on over with you?
No, sir, man. Same old. Just still grinding and growing. You know what I'm saying?
You putting on the videos, boy. You putting them out.
Yeah, man. Literally just trying to get as many videos out as I can as possible. I'm actually it's funny, speaking of sports, I'm actually about to run out here with Kingsley and Prince right after the show. So hang out there, Mukamara's in a little bit, but that's been crazy.
Your last one with the massage thing, I'm out. You come in there, I'm gone. I promise you, I'm gone. That was like facts.
Definitely. Definitely.
As soon as I heard that sound, I had to do something with it, man. That shit was funny.
Yeah, that was too good. All right, that's what's up. Real quick before we sign off, I do want to say if you go to saylikeachamp.com, saylikeachamp.com, you can see our links to our personal bios and then also to a couple charities we're supporting right now. We've got Sebastian James Foundation. They're doing their book drive, and that is starting very soon. That's starting on June 3rd. So definitely very excited for that. And then also Unk, I think he finished his Rucksack challenge, his 50-mile challenge, but the window is still open, so you can donate to that as well. So
50
check
miles,
out
right?
our link in the bio. What's up?
50 miles.
50 miles with a 50-pound pack, I think it was. So
Man,
that's
you a
crazy. But
bad boy, man.
I think he already knocked it out. But like I said, you can still make donations. So if you go to our link in bio or saylikeachamp.com, you can find all that. So that's what's up.
Stuff, man.
We'll be back next time. But until then, that was Say Like a Champ episode 143. It's your boy A-Dub.
Your boy Strizzy.
And we praying for Texas, man. We just keep y'all in our prayers, man.
Absolutely.
For real.
Absolutely. Peace.
Peace.
And you say the truth.